We're back live, or we're live to tape, or we're back recording. We're on Tourlink TV. This year I had a great time going up to Boston to cover Roger Waters doing the Wall at the Wall at Fenway Park. It was a great time. A guy who was instrumental in helping me do that was my brother, Bill Kenney. Bill Kenney Productions from up in Boston. Oh gosh, here we go.
Bill Kenney.
Look out.
Excuse me, I have that exact same shirt. Do you from Iowa too?
Gosh.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you about Bill. He's a great friend of mine. I've known him for years and years and years and years and years. He has distinguished himself in this business. This gentleman right here is the only guy that I know in the music business that has built an entire career on mediocrity. He is absolutely average in every possible way. And look at the guy.
Mediocrity, is that another word for really good at
You're
what
from
I do?
Boston.
That's right.
Mediocrity, is that another word from that?
I'm sorry, I'm using multi-syllable words. And,
Can
I was from Boston.
Can I look that up on my phone? Mediocrity.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Chuck Randall. He's going to pollute the scene here in a minute.
I have that same shirt.
Hey, Chuck, stand by. We'll be getting at you here.
I have that exact same shirt. That was so incredible. I will be a big deal one day like you, Chuck.
First time in 30 years, can we just get along for a minute? Pretend like you like me.
I do. You're iconic to me.
I am.
All right?
Yeah.
And that's coming from me.
Don't talk about my colon on camera.
You didn't say iconic.
Hold on, let me spell that one too.
Okay, that
so
went
we've gone right up
pretty
the
fast.
window. Okay, cool. All right, well,
Dear Lord.
that was Chuck Randall, so there we
Okay,
go.
so we were talking about the
Fenway
Wall
Park.
at the Wall. I had a great time. Bill was instrumental in getting me into that, and it was 5 days of great fun building the stage and watching Bill. Bill's got a great history behind him with his company, Bill Kenney Productions. Tell us a little bit about that, Bill.
Well, my company is, we're also not only a labor company, we're not only a labor company, we're also a production company, as you know, Mike. And we created it probably about 25 years ago. And the premise was to be an alternative for some companies that don't want to use just union labor, or they were really happy with some of the labor that was around Boston. So what I did is, as I was able to work with Don Law Company, which is now Live Nation, I took some of the players that worked over there when I was the crew chief and steward over there, and I created my own little company. I kind of took the ones that I want to work with me, and after you saw, they're very skilled at what they do, but you also see there's a lot of levity, and we have fun. Including people shooting at me as well, as you can see. Similar to Chuck, my employees do that as well, but we have that kind of family-run camaraderie, and it's really been quite a ride. We've had a lot of people that have been with me a long time. A lot of people gone off and done great things. But for me, no longer being a promoter rep for Live Nation, it's such a pleasure to see you folks when you come in to do an event like that, or when I do just regular events like Fenway Park or an arena show, and especially to come to Tourlink. It's so great to just see my old friends. And ironically, there's so many stories that go back and forth, and everybody kind of laughs and jokes about me. So I'm wondering if actually my career is that serious after all this time. Mike, I'm not gonna psychoanalyze, but I guess it is. I don't know if anybody takes me serious, but I guess I've gotten away with it.
In this crowd, if they're taking a whack at you, it's like saying, "Hey, I love you, brother." You
exactly.
know? But I saw the great levity in your crew and the way. But there's also the absolute knowledge that there's a time to play and laugh, but when I put my foot down, you kind of don't need to have your foot under it.
Very much so. And what we try to do, and if there's a time, we try to correct that situation. But we are serious in what we do.
Sure,
we keep the levity component because, as you know, you spend more time with those guys and gals than you do your own family sometimes. And you got to be on that same page. And we're also very safety conscious. This isn't like pin a rose on me. We're looking for any sort of OSHA award, but it's very important to me. It's very important to me, and it's very important to my staff that you watch each other's back. I don't care if you're day 1 with me to day 250, as long as you're out there. Oh, stop! That you saw. That's very important.
Right.
But the minute that one, you put that arm down, just like a boxer, bam, here comes that shot.
That's
right there. And it's like you can have the serious of moments. 5 minutes later, it's rapid fire. But you know what? It makes it enjoyable. It makes it loose, and it makes it what it's all about. And actually, that's, I think, part of not only the work structure and the level of pay and having benefits for these folks. I also think that people stay with us because you don't really begrudge or regret going to work. Or at least the only time everybody tells me, including my wife, is they hate working with me. So if I'm not on the job site, I